You're listening to the Peace with Anxiety podcast. I am your host, Irene Evangelou, anxiety counselor and clinical hypnotherapist. I'll be coming to you every week to share actionable tips, simple strategies, and useful resources to help you break free from high-functioning anxiety. We'll be covering how to recognize and understand your anxiety, strategies to change your thoughts and feelings, and ways to implement long-lasting change. If you're trying to overcome people-pleasing behaviors, navigate anxiety, living in self-doubt, or something else keeping you stuck, then you are in the right place. I know that you're ready to get to the next level of your life, feeling free, calm, confident, and in control. So let's get started. Hey there, and welcome back to the Peace with Anxiety show. It's your host Irene here, and I'm really excited because this week I am kind of officially announcing this brand new way to work with me. So if you listened to last week's episode, you already know that I opened the doors to the Peace with Anxiety RTT program. And if you are an ambitious, high-achieving professional who is also overworking herself, if you tend to people please and therefore have difficulty saying no or setting boundaries, if you're overthinking everything and want to make everything perfect or to be perfect, whether that is a perfect mom, a perfect partner, a perfect boss, or any other title you currently hold, and if you're overwhelmed with stress and anxiety, the kind that doesn't really show, and the one that we call high-function anxiety, then this program is going to be for you. So let's talk about it today, and I can also answer some of the questions that came up during the live workshop. So right now, you might be feeling the pressure. You may feel that each and every day is a whirlwind of trying to balance your work commitments or your side hustle, or trying to find another source of revenue while also being a mom or while looking after someone else. Maybe it's a parent or another family member, and trying to maintain some sort of social relationships, and finally balancing your needs, which more often than not, they come last, if they come at all. And even though you are doing everything or being everything to so many people in your life, you still feel that it's not enough. You feel that you could be doing more, to give more, to be more, because maybe someone you may or may not know personally seems to be doing better or being better at everything you do, and it doesn't really look that difficult. And you feel as though no one understands what you're thinking and feeling. You feel a horrible sense of fear, like something's going to go wrong and you're not safe. So you hold yourself back because you don't feel confident enough to deal with challenges. Because your anxiety just makes you want to stay in your safe and comfort zone. You might feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions to please others, and you may never stop and appreciate all that you have accomplished. So this is where I want the Peace with Anxiety RTT program to come into play. So if you want to feel calm, confident, and in control of your emotions, to trust in your ability to handle difficult situations without fear or anxiety creeping in, to feel strong, secure, and capable of dealing with anything that comes your way, to feel proud of yourself, your relationships, and your achievements, because you know your worth, and to start looking after yourself, taking care of your body and mind as a priority, a necessity, because you truly believe that if you are not doing well, then nothing else is going to work the way you want it to work. So self-care is a priority and non-negotiable. And because of that, you can now have your own unique work-life balance that works best for you and your family and your circumstances. And you may probably already know what it takes to overcome anxiety, and that is that you need to look at it holistically. You cannot just focus on managing symptoms, but aim to address the root causes of anxiety while considering how everyday habits affect your mental health. So the Peace with Anxiety RTT program is going to bring together all the areas of your life that you can target to change the way you think and feel. And with the rapid transformational therapy sessions, we target the past and the root causes, the reasons why you began to feel this way in the first place. And with the course, we will make it very simple to understand those reasons, the theory behind them, and address the reasons why that initial anxiety became worse, or why it stays consistent. And we will introduce ways to change what you do so you can change how you feel and how you think. And finally, with the group part of the program, which is invaluable, you will have your own community of women like you, moms like you, trying to juggle work, kids, and life. So what I have done is demystify the process of healing from high function anxiety to create an actual mental health plan that you can stick to it, because you have created it based on your own values and needs. I provide you with the tools that will help you not just manage anxiety, but actually take back control from it, because it's not meant to hurt you. Anxiety is not here to punish you or hold you down. It's a natural human response, and we will work together to restore its initial purpose of alerting you to possible threats without overwhelming you. So the method that I will teach you is the one that I have personally used in my life to help me with my anxiety and break free from overthinking, perfectionism, people-pleasing, and worry. And it really has been the foundation of my therapeutic work with my clients. And if you feel like that you're unsure about rapid transformational therapy or the results it can bring, then head over to my Peace with Anxiety page and read some of the amazing testimonials about this type of therapy. Now, ultimately, this program is an investment towards self-improvement, self-regulation, and self-healing. This program is more than just a path to overcome anxiety. It's a pathway to peace. By that, I mean to make peace with what you cannot control and build your confidence in changing the things you can. But make no mistake, it's not a passive process. It's not like you will listen to a few meditations or write a few things down and you're done. It takes a lot of strength and dedication and commitment to face everything you have been avoiding or suppressing. Like the part of you that tells you every day that what you're doing is not enough, that you could be more, could be better, or that you don't deserve to be happy, to be calm, to enjoy and celebrate you and your achievements. That it may be pointless, and anxiety is a lifelong sentence and there is nothing you can do about it, or that medication only will fix it without therapy without your active participation in the process. And facing that part of you, it may hurt. And it will be eye-opening to understand when, how, and why you have acquired these beliefs. But that is why I have built this program the way I have. It isn't just a course, a bunch of modules you need to complete. And it isn't just therapy or just a group program. It's all of that combined and more. So let me back up and tell you a little bit more about how I got here, because you may not know my backstory. So I am based in Melbourne, Australia, and I am originally from Greece. But just before I turned 18, I decided that it was time for a change. Well, it was time for me to change, and when I was given the opportunity, I took it. And then I went and got my bachelor's degree in psychology and criminology. And I thought I was going to be a psychologist for the longest time in my life. And one thing about me is that once I am set on doing something, it will get done. It's going to happen. So I really thought being a psychologist was going to be my career path. But in my final year, something changed again. I changed again. And everything that I thought I wanted to become shifted. And I started to question my choices in career and life. And I realized that my beliefs, my understanding of human nature and mental health did not fully align with the medical model of psychology. Now, I love psychology. I completed so many additional to my course trainings. I always like to learn more about different aspects of our mind and how it's interconnected with our bodies. But what I never wanted to do is to look someone and try to figure out what they experience through the lens of a textbook or a medicalized model. Now, having said that, I also acknowledge that, of course, not all psychologists are like that. And certainly, there is a place for the medical model and medication, especially for severe mental health conditions. However, they are not the answer to mild to moderate symptoms of anxiety, or at least it shouldn't be the first one. So back in 2020, I took a turn from that career path and went to do my postgraduate certificate in forensic behavioral science. And while I was still doing that, I started studying the rapid transformational therapy method. And a year later, I also started volunteering at a helpline that was giving me the opportunity to practice what I was taught in an online space. And finally, once I figured out that since being a psychologist, at least in a traditional sense, wasn't what I wanted, I enrolled to my latest course, which was my postgraduate diploma in counseling. Now, the important thing is that my professional background in psychology, counseling, and rapid transformational therapy taught me a lot, to say the least, but it especially showed me how to live my life in balance with my wants and needs and feel grounded and present in the moment and confident in my choices, so I can enjoy the journey and appreciate all that I have in my life. But I wasn't always like that. I was all about the hustle, striving to get everything done, feeling the pressure to beat what everyone expected me to be, comparing my achievements to people with different means and support system, judging my shortcomings and never feeling good enough. And even though I seemingly looked perfect on the outside, organized, determined, focused, I was experiencing crippling anxiety with bouts of depression And well, I was not enjoying my life. I always knew I wanted something else. And since hitting my lowest point, I have been deeply committed to my own personal journey of overcoming anxiety, of self-discovery and growth. And I truly believe that through my own personal journey and experiences, and with counseling and RTT, I have truly seen how it has worked, not just for me, but on my clients as well. So I guess that is all to say that I'm not your average or typical therapist. And in the process of trying to make sense of what was happening to me, I stumbled upon what ended up becoming my method, which I created based on a diverse range of techniques, personal learnings, and practices. And my greatest mission with this method is to empower my clients to challenge their beliefs, feel the uncomfortable feelings, take back control of their mind and body, and live their lives fully with ease and confidence. So fast forward to today, my personal way of overcoming life challenges by making peace with anxiety has led me to my private practice and my new program. And this program is designed for ambitious women and moms who struggle with anxiety, self-worth, self-confidence, stress, overthinking, people-pleasing, or with life's challenges in general, to finally help them become and feel free from limiting beliefs, trust themselves, make peace with anxiety. And if you want to experience the same kind of support from me and learn how I've been able to make this happen for myself and for my clients, even before I put it all together, I would encourage you to join us inside of the Peace with Anxiety RTT program. Because I really feel that if you can give me 16 weeks, I can help turn you into a confident, calm, and grounded woman. So what is the Peace with Anxiety RTT program? So basically, it's a 12-week program, but I have included 2 implementation weeks, and I have added 2 more bonus weeks at the end. And I am going to guide you step by step on how to overcome anxiety using the strengths you already have, resources you already own. You will discover the root cause behind the anxiety. You will learn the tools to deal with emotional overwhelm, racing thoughts, self-limiting beliefs, to stop putting others' needs before your own and stop pleasing others to be accepted, to get rid of unhelpful coping strategies such as overeating or drinking, to learn to be kind and compassionate to yourself, to feel good enough, to feel confident in your ability to support yourself no matter what can happen. And that is my main goal, for you to be able to look after yourself, to understand exactly what is happening inside your mind and body, to listen and act in a way that is serving you in the long run. So week 1 is all about what is high function anxiety, stress, root causes and triggers. Week 2 is about the nervous system, the physical symptoms, and the fight, flight, fawn and freeze response. Week 3 is about thoughts, cognitive symptoms, cognitive distortions, and core beliefs. Week 4 is all about what makes anxiety worse, and we talk specifically about perfectionism, people-pleasing, avoidance, procrastination, and other habits. Then in week 5, we're going to take our first implementation break. And then in week 5, we're going to take our first break from any new materials. Then moving on to week 6, which is about sleep and rest. Week 7 is about nutrition and hydration. Week 8 is about movement and exercise. Week 9 is spending time in nature and social connections. Week 10 is about mindfulness, visualization, meditations, and mindful breaks. Then it's our final break for the course. And then week 12 is about stress reduction techniques such as breathing exercises, body scan exercises, time management and balance, and setting boundaries as well. And then week 13 is about reframing your thoughts and changing the way you talk to yourself and challenging your inner critic and creating a growth and confident mindset. Week 14 is about self-care and fun and connecting with your inner child. And then we move on to the final 2 weeks, which I've added as a bonus. And on week 15, we're going to put everything together and we're going to create a personalized mental health routine for yourself. We are going to find ways for you to stay committed to your plan and how to deal with any setbacks. And finally, week 16 is all about celebrating you, your wins, your achievements, and for finishing this program, your commitment and dedication and resilience. And we talk about next steps. So when you enroll, you get access to the comprehensive course. And if you are one of the first 10 women that join, each week you will join me live every Monday on a short Zoom call, or you can watch the replays as I deliver in real time the weekly content. And then you will have some action steps to complete for the week. And then on Friday, you will receive an email from me to check in and help you, keep you accountable, and also to assess your progress and how you're doing. And you will also have access to a private Facebook group where you can ask any questions, ask for feedback, or get support from other like-minded women. You will also get access to 4 monthly group live Q&A calls with me. And now in terms of other bonuses, when you join the program, as I said, the first 10 women will also get lifetime access to the Facebook community and therefore lifetime access to the live group calls. You will get meditation and self-hypnosis audios picked from my library membership. You will also receive a dedicated anxiety journal to help you track your anxiety, a 30-day self-care challenge, and a 90-day mental health plan and other bonuses as well. Now, what makes this program unique and different from what is out there is that not only I'm giving you the guidance and tools and lifetime access to the content, but we're also going to work one-on-one together to do some deep inner work through RTT. And the reason why is that anxiety is stored in our subconscious mind from past experiences where we experience intense distress. And this can be from times when we didn't feel safe in our childhood. Perhaps you grew up in an unpredictable household, or you experienced the loss of a parent, or neglect, or abandonment. And these are just some of the reasons why you may be experiencing anxiety now in later life. And RTT allows us to access those past memories and events and work at the root of the issue. And as we are getting to the root of the issue, it allows us to create a permanent change and long-lasting results. This means that once we have addressed those issues, the anxiety is gone for good. It cannot come back. So if you want to create a calmer, more resilient, confident life that is anxiety-free, I'm promising you a transformational program that will change your experience of anxiety and stop it from interrupting your life. But you've got to participate and do the work. Because, listen, nothing will change if you change nothing. So if you're not willing to go a little bit deeper, dig a little harder and show up for yourself, then rather save your money. However, if you are committed to showing up and taking action, then this is a pretty generous guarantee. So full disclosure, you are not going to get results if you don't put in the work. And you will have to participate fully in the program. Why? Because nothing changes unless you do. And I don't want you to confuse acquiring a program with getting results. Because people often sign up for things, but they don't show up for them. And then they wonder why nothing changed after a few weeks. So this isn't just about buying a program. It's about investing in yourself, your mental health, and your future. So all this incredible experience of the content and lifetime access to the content, the group calls, the private Facebook community, the accountability support, and the 3 RTT sessions you get for one time only for a really incredible rate of only $1,097. Peace with Anxiety is more than just a collection of lessons. It's a life-changing journey towards a more confident, calm, and present you. So my question is, how long will it take for you to achieve the results on your own, or if you were to see a therapist weekly for 16 weeks? So if you feel that overcoming anxiety through this program will be faster and more effective, then I would really encourage you to enroll in the program and secure your spot. And if you have any questions at all, I want you to reach out to me via email at support@ireneevangelotherapy.com. Now I will say that this program is specifically for ambitious women or moms who have high function anxiety and look functional and successful on the outside, but eternally feeling overwhelmed by persistent stress and worries. And finally, I do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. If after you complete your first RTT session, you listen to your own personalized audio for 21 days, follow through the program for 4 weeks, and do the action task and still feel that it's not working for you, I will gladly issue you a full refund. Alright? So if this is the right time for you and if this is the right fit, I look forward to seeing you inside. Otherwise, I will see you next week when we are going to turn our focus on ambitious moms with high function anxiety. And I will also share with you an exciting update about my podcast. So if you have any questions about our topic next week, feel free to email me or complete the form that I will include the link in the show notes. Until next time, take care and be kind to yourself. Thank you for listening to the Peace with Anxiety podcast. If you found any value in today, I would really appreciate if you would leave me a review and share this episode on your Instagram story, tagging me at Irene, the Anxiety Therapist. Also make sure you subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss an episode. All the links are found below in the show notes. Thank you for listening and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.